Hello everyone, this is MikeBot37 and we are back with Miles Edgeworth Ace Attorney Investigations. Honestly, it's been a while since the last time I was on this game. I do apologize for that. But I am back now and I'm here to finish this off. So I was a bit busy for the other months because I was stuff in real life was like a little too much. It took me a bit of time. I didn't really have much time to do Twitch or anything. So I am back now. And I am here to finish this game. My plan tonight is to finish the rest of Case 5, and then maybe start Case 1 of the second game if I have enough time tonight. We'll find out. So right now that all relies upon how long this last testimony is going to take, because we are on the final testimony for Kirkus Alba. This real little brick wall of a witness. He's not giving up anything, I'll say that much. So we might as well go ahead and get started and finally end this. Yeah, here you go. The final testimony, Kirkus Alba. Let's go ahead and jump right in. March 15th, 3:33 a.m. It's been way too long, everyone. Theatrum Neutralis, lobby. Mr. Alba, I request that you testify once more. And just to be clear, one more testimony, we do not need to go into a whole other spiel about one specific action to 3 testimonies. That's not what we need. As if there's anything else for me to testify about. I still have yet to fully prove that it was Mr. Alba who murdered Mr. Cochin. Well, I would like to hear about your movements before the murder occurred. What if you could tell us about what you did here at the Theatrum Neutralis? Ugh. Very well. I suppose I could tell you about that. Because about all I did was watch the Steel Samurai stage show. Elaborating on even that alone is good enough for me. The only way for me to place this man under arrest is to pinpoint the exact location of where the murder took place. That is the key to his investigation. The Steel Samurai show. I watched from the last row. The stage was well lit, but it was dark from out in the audience. I swear I was there in the audience, but it's hard to prove that, I suppose. I do remember the contents of the show very well, though. Is that proof enough for you? Those moving scenes were seared into this old man's heart. I'll never forget them. I don't suppose you could tell us what those scenes were, could you? So you were in the theater proper, watching the Steel Samurai stage show, were you? Of course I was. I have a great fondness for the Steel Samurai. Yeah, that was pretty cool up there, wasn't I? You were not the one who was cool. It's the Steel Samurai who was cool. I refuse to believe you were the Steel Samurai. Yeah, and the Steel Samurai special finishing move today was really something, huh? Huh? Hey, Edgy, who is she? Who's a super cute? Oh, no. Larry, no. She's been standing here this whole time, and only now he notices her? Her name is Kate Faraday, and she's helping me in my investigation. Sorry to get to introduce myself earlier, but better late than never. Yeah, it's okay. I'm boss. Silence in the peanut gallery. There's no time for such trivialities at a time like this. Mr. Prosecutor, this is the final battle. You got that? I know. This is the end. For that man there. That's the kind of thing I'd like to hear. I think I'll give trusting you a try, Mr. Prosecutor. Or rather, Mr. Edgeworth. First time he called me that. I leave this critical battle up to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Have no fear. I will finish the job. This really is the end game. The time has come to expose every last one of Mr. Alba's lies. Let's see if I remember the evidence after a couple months. I probably have to press some stuff first. Not that. Hold it! Well, I remember the contents of the show as well myself. That's nice. That's nice. My youth, Edgeworth, don't allow yourself to be riled up by him at this important juncture. Ugh. I wasn't planning to let him. If you ask me, I think I'm the biggest Steel Samurai expert around here. And do you think the climactic scene of today's show was just totally awesome? Yes, I remember that well. And that spectacular special move. The way you delivered that final blow against the evil magistrate. Early summer rain jab. Oh, that scene will live on in my heart forever. Is that how it went? I totally forgot about that. How can you forget your own special moves? That's the special attack that the Steel Samurai uses when he's using the Samurai Spear. Yes, so today was the first time they showed it off, wasn't it? If I hadn't watched the show, how could I answer you with the name of the move? I suppose you are correct, but if you could, please elaborate on this point for me. Cool, we added something to the testimony. We could probably contradict that, but I'm gonna press this one next.
Hold it!
I agree. Today will be a day to remember. Especially when we finally make you pay for all the wrongs you've committed. What? Hey, that's what the Steel Samurai says when he defeats the evil magistrate. Actually, that line was just something I ad-libbed. You act all surprised, but naturally, you remember this line, don't you? Of course I do. First, now understand how the evil magistrate felt, that's all. Then allow me to make you identify with the evil magistrate some more. Hey, then that makes you the Steel Samurai, huh? Well, if you had to complete the analogy, I suppose then, yes. I do believe it's about time to bring the curtains down on this with a bang. Kay and myself were also in the audience of the Steel Samurai stage show. He's got nothing on the Jam Ninja, but he was still cool enough, I guess. Wasn't my brand new special finishing move totally rad? No, don't tell me. It was you who thought of the special move? Yep. No, what was it again? Extremely silly rain jab. Was that it? No, wait, it was that double breaking chop. That doesn't sound quite right. How can you forget a move you came up with? The final piece to Mr. Alba's alibi is that he was watching this Steel Samurai show. However, if he was busy killing Mr. Kochin, he should not have had the time to do so. So, yeah, this last one here is what we object to. So, hang on. If there's any proof about this Samurai stage show from here... Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Nope, that was correct. Because he bent it, Larry couldn't... Oh! Never mind, there it is. Because it was bent, Larry couldn't do the move. So how did he see that move? Objection! The special move today was the early summer rain jab. Is that your final answer? Objection! This is not a game show, for crying out loud. You little irritating gnat. Do you think you can trip me up by asking the same question over and over? Yes. That was not my intention. Your testimony is more than sufficient. However, I believe it would be wise for you to take a look at this. The Samurai Spear? What about it? This spear actually never made it on stage today. Excuse me? Gotcha. Unfortunately for you, tonight's Steel Samurai happened to be a goof of a young man with an abundance of useless hot-bloodedness. Who's he talking about? Having said that, said useless man and bent the spirit. I feel... calling him a useless man just makes me feel bad for Larry a bit. Bent the spear during his rehearsal this evening. Okay, do you remember what the Steel Samurai's special move was tonight? My mic is working, yes it is. It was the Steel Samurai Sushi Slash! Correct. Because he could have used the spear, a last-minute change was made. Had you really been watching the show, you would have known that you would have known the move that was used. Kakazalba, you didn't watch even a single minute of the Steel Samurai stage show tonight, did you? stuff he wasn't watching the show tonight. Then it opens up the possibility that he was busy killing Mr. Colton instead. So where were you during the show? I demand an answer. Now! Just what is so funny? You're so sloppy, and so are your conclusions. I still insist I watched the show. Or most of it, in any case. What do you mean by most of it? Usually during the show I left my seat for a spell to visit the bathroom! Okay. Of all excuses he could have come up with, he used the bathroom. Of course. I assume that was when that dramatic scene was played out on stage. Even he agrees. That's the lousiest, lamest excuse I've ever heard in my life, pal. Yeah, just because he got the name of the move wrong. Can't really use that as proof that he didn't watch the show at all. Ugh. As a fan of the Steel Samurai, I had wanted to watch the entire show. Honest. Objection! As a Steel Samurai fan, someone who wasn't even in his seat for the climax of the show, you have no right to call yourself a Steel Samurai fan. Ever! You called to hold it. Who was that just now? Oh my god, Larry. It would be I, young lady. Larry, what are you doing interrupting me like that? Gee, please, hold on a second. Hold for a second, I beg. You may never accept this old man as a Steel Samurai fan, but I totally think he's a Steel Samaniac. What exactly is a Steel Samaniac, pal? I believe he meant to say Steel Samurai Maniac. Yeah, and trust me, I know a real fan when I see one, because I'm the Steel Samurai. I refuse to believe that. I will never acknowledge you as the true Steel Samurai. What are you getting so worked up over, Mr. Edgeworth? It appears that the real Steel Samurai recognizes me as a fan. As well he should, or I am a fan. It's not as though I missed the entire show. It's the most amazing show, filled with the spirit of the young and the young at heart. The sarcasm dripping from his long wooden nose couldn't run any thicker. Getting the name of the move wrong only proves that he didn't watch the last scene. What I really need here is something more definitive. Something that links Mr. Alba directly to the murder of Mr. Manny Cochin. You know what, Gramps? You're really something else. I'm honored to receive such praise from the Steel Samurai, but what is it for? Well, I was just wondering how you found out about the earliest summer rain jab. That move is a bit of a secret that only a small portion of the staff know about. Wait, it was a secret? Larry, Larry, wait, what did you just say? Huh? Did I say something stupid again? Did you say that the early summer rain jab was actually a secret? Well, you may shouldn't have said secret. It's more like we only decided on the name of the move right before the start of the show. Right before? Yeah, the stage director was going nuts because we were supposed to debut the move. About 5 minutes before the show, we threw it up on the dressing room's whiteboard. At least I'm a rain jab. That's kind of how we decided the name of the move. But by that time, I'd already bent the spear, so I guess the whole thing was kind of pointless. All of you Steel Samurai actors are the same. The director has my complete sympathy. Long story short, because we changed the move to the sushi slash, we kind of pretended that the earliest summer rain jab didn't exist at all. I mean, it'd be bad if someone found out we changed the move, so we made it a secret. So basically, a gag order was issued for publicity's sake. It almost makes the earliest summer rain jab sound like a lost art. Yeah, which is why I think most of the staff haven't even heard of the move. Hold those lips and you're still. What the heck, old man? I've done nothing but listen. From what I can tell, it's all very unrelated to the case. This is a very tedious and pointless exercise and wasting time, much like a kid's show. Oh, he's gonna take offense to that. Mr. Alba, I believe the one who should be quiet now is you. How dare you? I suspect that you've already noticed. Exactly what the very severe implications are in this man's testimony. Are you trying to bully me, huh? There are no implications to be read into the behind-the-scenes story of a kids show. Don't even think about trying to slither your way out of this, Kirkusalba. You were the one who said it yourself. The name of the move was Early Summer Rain Jab. But that name was only decided upon right before the show was about to start. So, what are you driving at? That the name of the move you told us was never used in the show or said aloud. Ugh. Now then, would you care to tell us about how you found out the name of that move? Because I can only think of one way you could have known. Kirkusalba, this is the only way you could have known the name of the special move. You saw it. You knew the name because you saw it. You saw it on the dressing room's whiteboard. Ugh. The staff members who knew were keeping it a secret. So you couldn't have simply gone up to a staff member and asked. Which means that the only other option left is that you saw it on the whiteboard. So that means that Mr. Alba was in there at some point, right? Well, what's the big deal, sir? I don't see what that means. There's another piece of evidence that has a great deal to do with the dressing room. So we can't afford to let this slide. This is related to both the dressing room and the Mr. Kochin's murder. It's gonna be the samurai cart, isn't it? Because we just saw that in the flashback. So probably this.
Take that!
Take that! Push cart that was used to move the body was right there in the dressing room. During the show, the push cart awaited its turn to be pushed on stage in the dressing room. And it was finally pushed there, along with the Iron Infant in the last scene of the show. And then, right after the show ended, it went into Alabasta along with the Steel Samurai. Which means the only time the killer could have placed the body inside the push cart was when the push cart was in the dressing room backstage. So basically, the killer had to be someone who visited the dressing room during the show. Precisely. Yeah! Oh, but wait. What if? And this is just a what if. What if the murder took place right in the dressing room? What do you mean, Kay? I have to admit, she brings up a valid possibility. During the show, the dressing room was supposed to be devoid of people. Slipping undetected into a private dressing room then would be as simple as pie. The killer must have come up with the idea to move the body with a pushcart then too. Correct. Thus making the theater's dressing room the ideal location for the murder of Manny Kochin. Kirkusalba, during the show you went down to the dressing room, and I want to know why. Yes, I was there. I went into the dressing room. I knew it! I'm placing you under arrest right now, pal. You got that arrest! Objection! Not so fast, buddy. Yeah, call it. What is it now? Don't I deserve a chance to explain myself? No. Explain? What is it to explain? I believe I told you earlier that I went to the bathroom. Well, I got lost when I did. Of course. I wanted to ask for directions, but when I opened the dressing room door, no one was inside. And that's when I saw the name of the move on the whiteboard. But I'm following the logic on this. If you should know this embassy's layout already from top to bottom. How did you get lost? Well, actually, I think that the Edgeworth Neutralis was built after the countries were split, weren't they? So he probably wasn't there all the time, but he still should at least known the layout. Whatever. You punk! Still trying to get out of this. Do you really think you can get away at this point? Mr. Edgeworth, is there anything you can do to stop him? No. Don't have enough evidence on hand to do anything. I don't have the airtight evidence I need to put this man away for good. But if that's what I need, then perhaps. Agent Lang, I believe an investigation of the dressing room in question is in order. It's possible that we may find new evidence there. Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth pokes around in there. I'm sure he'll find some new facts, pal. Oh, and if we use Little Thief, we may even learn something from a recreation. Oh, we don't need to do any of that. What? Wolfie, how could you? I'm not saying this to be mean. It's just that we've already searched there. My men really are something else. And they found nothing. There's only one thing I can say to you, sis. And it's that they found nothing. That's it. I guess you're right. If they found something, they would have reported it to us. They couldn't find anything because there was nothing they'd find. And if there's no info to feed into a little thief, then I can't do much to help either. Is this the end? The murder took place in this theater, which is not protected under extraterritorial rights. And the fact that it was Mr. Alba himself who committed the murder. If I can't prove both statements to be true, Mr. Alba walks away a free man. There's no other course of action left to us. It would appear that your hand of cards has turned out to be a bust. If you'll excuse me, because with you people, I missed my flight. I must make haste to arrange for a new one. Who called to hold it? Who is it this time? With the old bag. Hold it right there, you whippersnappers. Ugh. Ugh. First Larry and now you. What was that scary mobster like scowl in your face, Edgeworth? Don't you mean like I'm some sort of nuisance? I didn't mean to say this, but all you keep talking about things I don't get at all. You're all leaving this lady in the sad, depressing, lonely dust, and I'm about to cry in. Why did you have to speak up right at this instant? But you know what, Edgeworth? Cheer up, because I'm about to give you the most wonderful thing. The most wonderful thing from you. It's so super special that I couldn't give it away to just anyone you know. Oh, my special present of my love is my sweet Edgeworth. You ready? It's this. It's a box of those samurai dogs, right? Yes. Oh, Edgeworth, here, go on and eat one. You'll feel right as free. Not amused. No one's amused. They're all looking at her. Just like, what the heck, Lady Gumptious, just like you interrupted for this? Are we through? Are we through here? Why did everyone go so quiet all of a sudden? Tell me you understand the depths of this lady's love for you. I don't want to hand out snacks willy-nilly, you know. No, sir. Thought it occurred to me that maybe it'd be good if I fed you and say someday you were nice and full. One day it's my dream to serve you as some of my own moved by me. This is a desire of a woman. Make sure that the when they use this, I can make the notes be sorry. Kitchen. Mr. Edgeworth, can't you do anything about her? There's no power. There's no power on earth that could force that woman into silence. She's a fencer now. But I'm so sick tired of it. All people do is look down on me. In this box, a samurai dogs play before fool. A special design on his fan, like the Japanese flag, so I thought it was special. When I ate one, it just tasted like all the rest. Or maybe so mad. Wait. A special box with a Hinomaru-like fan on it. I never heard of such a piece of merchandise existing before. However, here it is. The red sun on this fan is filled in. It's possible. Could it be? After the show, the samurai dogs were piled up on the dressing room floor. However, there was no such thing as a Hinomaru dog. This contradiction of facts is between something that should not exist, and yet does. The rays from this red sun may be just what we needed to point us in the right direction. A present? The studio bigwigs basically told us to play delivery boys. We were supposed to hand the dogs off to the embassy people and tell them hi. I had to pile them all up and put into the push cart just to move them. I believe you understand what this means, correct? You killed Mr. Kochin at this theater and then placed his body inside the push cart. And then, you forced the steel samurai to unwittingly move the body for you. It's time to piece the final pieces of this logic puzzle together. No matter how fragile small the connections may be. Once we found them all, the way to the truth will be revealed. Okay, last logic of this part of the game. I'm gonna assume these two are first. There we go. Yeah. The killer used the pushcart to transport the body, which means that they had to remove the samurai dogs from within first. Therefore, the samurai dogs that were piled up on the dressing room floor were most likely taken out of the pushcart by the killer. That which should not exist. This box of samurai dogs with a Hinomaru on it. If this red sun was filled in when the killer was busy removing the samurai dogs from the pushcart, then it's proof that the murder took place in the dressing room. As long as this red substance turns out to be what I believe it to be. Wendy, old bag? I thank you. Huh? What you have given to me is truly something very special. The first time in forever, I guess. Mr. Edgeworth, are you sure you're feeling okay, sir? Mr. Alba, as I suspected, you killed Mr. Cochin in the dressing room. How many times must I listen to you repeat yourself? Haven't you figured it out yet? The words are meaningless, worthless, and powerless. The only way I'm going to continue to cooperate is with some definitive evidence. That arrogance, that self-confidence. You believe that you've erased every piece of evidence that could incriminate you. However, there remains one piece here, and it is what we put there. I need to speak a bit slower. And it is what will put you away for good. Ha! You're bluffing. Oh, hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Sounds like you finally found them. You finally found the fangs we need to go after this guy's jugular. So tell us, what about that box of samurai dogs is going to put the old man away? The trace evidence that will bring him down? Why, it's here, of course. Right up there. This box of samurai dogs with the Hinomaru found on it. This should never have existed. So I want you all to take a good look at this red spot. It's a single drop of blood. Huh? What? What did you say? Agent Lang, I'd like this blood analyzed post haste. I've got to admit, I'm a bit surprised. Can't believe we found blood in a place like this. Hey you, get this down to the lab, pronto. But why was there blood in that box to begin with? If you think about the flow of the crime, I think the reason will become obvious. Larry, you said that you transported the samurai dogs with a pushcart, correct? Oh, yeah, you have a great memory, Edgy. That pushcart was a bit too big for my son, you know what I mean? So to make sure everyone could see him, I had to pile some stuff in. I figured the samurai dogs were there, so I used them to fill up the cart. And if what Larry says is true, then what were the boxes doing on the floor? I see. The killer took them out in order to place the body in the pushcart. Exactly. And that is when I believe the victim's blood found its way onto that box. But when my man investigated that room, a single box of samurai dogs was in there, because NBC staff members had already confiscated them. Yes, not out to hide the evidence in the murder. It's a good thing that Miss Oldbag managed to steal that one box before they got to them, huh? Looks like Miss Oldbag also managed to put this great thief to shame. What a scandalous way of putting that! I didn't steal, I received it for myself. Progress Alba, I'd say this was one very fatal oversight on your part. Sorry to rain on your little love fest, however. How? How are we gonna be so self-confident in a no-win situation for him like this? Even that blood does not belong to Mr. Cochin, but then what? Heh. So Mr. Edgeworth, then what? You get arrested, obviously. So Mr. Edgeworth, sounds like he's not ready to call it quits yet, huh? The sole piece of evidence that was left at the scene of the crime. Let alone has shed light on a new fact. At the very latest, we now have proof that the murder occurred in the dressing room. And? Is it like I mean something? Huh? Excuse me, sirs? I'm back. Report. What What were the results of the analysis? Sir, analysis came back from the red substance is blood. I knew it. With this, Kirkus Alba. Mr. Edgeworth, what do you might humor my question? Your question. The blood from before, or have you forgotten? Even that is Mr. Cochin's blood. What difference would it make? Like we already told you, it proves that the crime scene was that dressing room. But it doesn't prove that I'm your killer, does it? Ugh, that's... Ugh. He has a very good point. Yeah, he does have a good point, actually. We may have connected that it was in the dressing room, but we still haven't proven that it was him that did the killing. God damn it. The blood on that box doesn't prove that Mr. Alba is the killer. Then, this evidence is meaningless? That can't be. We're so close, sir. I want to smack that smug look off his face. Come on, there's gotta be something we can do. We finally found a solid piece of evidence. There must be something I can expose with it. Ah! I can't think of a single thing. Oh, you'll excuse me. I'll be on my way. Oh, who called it this time? Does the third hold it? What was that? It's too late. I won't let anyone to stop me now. It wasn't me, pal. It wasn't me this time. It wasn't me this time either. It wasn't me either. It was me. The forensics. Why did you? Because I haven't finished reporting everything to you yet, sir. There's more. What? Hurry up and spit it out! Yes, sir. The blood I mentioned is not of the same blood type as the victim's blood. What? No. Huh? What? What? What do you mean it's not the same type? You mean it's not the victim's blood? If it isn't his, then who the hell is it? I don't know, sir. All I know is that it's not the same blood type as the victim, sir. What do we do now, Mr. Edgeworth? I have no idea what's what anymore. This case is just getting more and more ridiculous. Neither do I. My, what an amusing turn of events. Huh? That blood drop proves something to be true, alright? You mean my words. And which one of your words would that be? The ones where I said your words are meaningless, worthless, and powerless. That blood has nothing to do with a murder investigation whatsoever. Need I remind you that the blood got into that box long before it entered my embassy? What sort of nonsense? Yeah, it's blood, pal. There's no way it's related to the murder. So you would like to believe? But what if someone preparing the samurai dogs had a small nosebleed? What then? Ugh, I guess that's possible. Damn it! Have we been wasting our time on a red herring? The blood doesn't belong to anyone connected to the case. That should be clue enough. Kirkus Alba, you bastard! Silence! Don't you ever address me with such a filthy word again. I waste enough time here with you, and you have your answers. Now let me through. Alba, doesn't matter where you went off to. You'll never escape me. Someday I'll have the satisfaction of sinking my fangs into you. You'll see. And all of Interpol will be behind me, working to see to it that that day comes. You know what your words sound like to me? They sound like the whinings of a pathetic loser of a mutt. And once again, I go into self-reflection. This is really the extent of all that we can do. Is the blood really from someone completely unrelated to the case? Or is there another possibility? Someone else other than the victim? Just when I thought I had been backed into a corner, it is I who has been backed into one. In a situation like this, what would that man do? What would he, who can turn any desperate situation around, do? Turn it around. That's it. I must turn my way of thinking around. It's not whose blood is this. It's whose blood could get onto the box like this? And if I think about it that way, if the blood got into the box when the body was being placed into the pushcart, and the owner of said blood must have been in the dressing room at the time, and there's only one person that could be. Well, I must praise you for trying so hard. It's because of you kids that I was removed from center stage. I would be forced to live out the rest of my life in the shadows, unfortunately. Well, it's not a total loss, as the owner will allow me more freedom than you'll ever know. Freedom like what the raven feels as it flies through the dark night sky. You can't lay a finger on me, not now, or ever. The arm of the law is powerless before me. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Powerless, is it? I wouldn't be if I were you. What do you mean? Allow me to describe you in one word. Pitiful. Pitiful? How so? Gurkha's Alba, your wings were clipped long ago. Huh? And for someone who was trying to fly away on them without noticing that fact, pitiful is the perfect word to describe you. Ha! Mere words. What do you mean by his wings are clipped, Mr. Edgeworth? Just what do you think it means, Kay? You had already caught him in our trap a while back. An incredibly powerful, definitive piece of evidence. Hey, over to Mr. Prosecutor. Get to speak in English? What are you talking about? What piece of evidence? The piece I speak of is, of course, this drop of blood. But we know that it's not from the victim. I don't see what it means relevant to the case at all. Miss Von Karma, I believe that is exactly why it's very important to the case. And the part that is the most important is the fact that that is not the victim's blood. Ugh. You're looking a little pale. Good. I believe you're already aware of what I mean. Now you know where the blood belongs to. Of course I do. This piece of evidence is the irrefutable proof that will stop the killer in his tracks. The blood that soiled this box of samurai dogs belongs to this person. Yeah, there he is.
Take that!
The blood of the red sun of this box belongs to you, Kirkus Alba. But what? Why is his blood in the box of samurai dogs? He's not even a victim. The blood fell into the box when Mr. Kojin's body was being loaded into the pushcart. At that time, the only two people in the dressing room were the victim and his killer. So that's what you mean. If the blood doesn't belong to the victim, then there's only one other person it could belong to. Yes, and that person is the murderer himself. That's the only logical conclusion. Mr. Kojin was the one who was stabbed, sir. How would Mr. Alba have been the one who was bleeding? But if during the murder, Mr. Kojin had fought back? You mean if before Mr. Alba could kill him, Mr. Kojin managed to wound Mr. Alba? Yes, and I believe we have a piece of evidence that proves that he was bleeding then. This piece of evidence that shows that Mr. Alba was probably bleeding at the time. Let me think. What proves he was bleeding at the time? Oh, what? Oh, that's right.
Take that!
Forgot about that. Mr. Alba, you bear on your body a great wound. That was from when the master second attacked me with a pair of scissors. Yeah, and that happened way after he was in the dressing room. Ah, but is that what really happened? You can manufacture a weapon by smearing blood on it, so I can't just accept that as fact. Shall we try to test Mr. Alba and see if the shape of your wound matches the scissors? You really are something else, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't let a single thing slip by you, no matter how insignificant the possibility. You want to talk, Mr. Alba? You've managed to give the law the slip for 10 years as the smuggling ring's leader. No matter the danger, you can hide every last ounce of fear and anxiety from everyone. You truly are one of a kind criminal. I am the master of my fear. However, to think that a person such as you could miss such a large thing. You believe I've overlooked something. You said that my wound was caused by Mr. Kojin, and that it was caused here in one of his dressing rooms, right? Yes, that is correct. I'd like to point out that is simply not possible. My wound is a stab wound, and that could only have come from a blade. Where you will propose that such a weapon came. I wonder where you will propose that such a weapon came from. This theater was packed with security guards. It would have been impossible for anyone to come into this area with a weapon of any sort. Just as Mr. Alba was able to bring in the alabaster knife and a bouquet, there must have been some other way to sneak in a weapon of some sort. Oh, as long as you can't prove what that other way is, all your talk, Mr. Coach, and stabbing me is pure nonsense. So if that other way does exist, you better hurry and tell me now. Gladly. With pleasure. Wait, what? This piece of evidence shows us how Mr. Cochin brought a weapon into this theater. Maybe the autographs is key, wouldn't it?
Take that!
Yep. Among law enforcement, this key is known as the autographs key. The key! That's the key that my father stole from here 7 years ago. And it is very unique, in that it is both a key and a knife. Either under the guise of a key, it could have been easily brought into the theater. Ooh! You couldn't dispose of the knife that stabbed you. Therefore, you wiped off the blood and placed it back in Mr. Cochin's pocket. After all, the key itself opens the safe in his office. And inside that safe, there was a document about Godolphin paper signed by Mr. Cochin. In order to make it look like Mr. Cochin died as the leader of the smuggling ring. You had to make it so that the police were the ones who opened that office safe. All that hard work to save yourself only served to destroy you in the end. Shall we try matching this knife's blade with your wound, Mr. Kirkus Alba? Oh, we got it. So it was just one last testimony. We were just basically piecing everything else together. And that is what some may call a coup de grace. Impossible. You can't take me down. Swine, all of you. Especially Manny Cochin. This is all because of that man's betrayal. He sought to steal control of the smuggling ring from me by removing me as ambassador. This is why he deserved to die while bearing this guilt for all my crimes for me. That's why I sent out the Argos's card, and how this incident was born. Manny was supposed to be the smuggling ring's leader who was killed by the Agarasu. But that's another reason. It's another story that was supposed to play out. Manny's death was supposed to bring everything to a close. We've gone away with it too. Was for you meddling prosecutors, you little kid, Mr. Alba, I'm afraid there was one more question I forgot to ask. This country's or Alabast. Which country's court would you like to face first? Either way, it's game over for you. Yeah. I go back to my old man form. Finally. That took forever. Suddenly we're back here. I need some water after all that. Dear God. Whew, this is it. Big day. It's Mr. Alba's trial today. And next week he's scheduled to stand trial in his own country of Alabast. Francesca is heading that one, so I suspect she'll be serving a full course of whiplashes at it. I have to face Miss Von Karma court right after facing you, sir. Ugh. I don't even want to think of what that would be like. Caught a glimpse of Mr. Alba as he was being escorted into the courthouse. And boy, he looked about as glum as I do the day before I get my monthly paycheck. You know, I've been thinking. That flight attendant, you Mr. Portsmouth, were all Mr. Alba's secret agents. Correct. That smuggling ring was the common thread between all of the incidents. Camille was to provide support during smuggling ops, using her job as an attendant. And Mr. Portsman was to manipulate trials related to the ring to end in their favor. Ugh, go you airlines, leave the prosecutor's office. No one was saving the smuggling ring, huh, sir? I suspect there are even more members of this ring spread throughout the world. Yeah, it sounds like such a big op that I can't even begin to imagine what it's like. What is it, detective? Nothing. It's just... Well, come to think of it, Mr. Ernest Amano's trial is also scheduled for later today, sir. I'm aware of that. Mr. Amano has been working with the smuggling ring now for over 10 years. He used the Amano Group's various connections worldwide to assist the ring. But all that has come to an end as his conglomerate is now undergoing harsh scrutiny. I owe Mr. Amano a debt of gratitude, but he must pay his debts to society. Well, with the arrest of both Mr. Alba and Mr. Amano, I guess that about wraps up the KGA incident as well, huh? I suppose so. The real killer in the KGA incident 10 years ago was Manny Cochin. And 7 years ago, the killer in the second KGA incident was Mackerel. Those two facts are the unshakable truth. However, it seems that a lot of effort is put into hiding these and other truths from us. I will expose it all at the trials today. Solve the cases left and right today, aren't you, sir? CCU and Dead Man. Perhaps now those two brave souls who tried to make the truth known can rest in peace. And by the way, I received some gifts from Ambassador Paliano. Shrimp, crab, beef. I don't need any of these, so I'm giving them to you. What? Seriously, sir? Wait, actually I don't think I want them anymore. That way you're holding them. Don't tell me they're just coupons, sir. Mr. Gumshoe, have you not read the paper recently? Ever since the two countries became Godofia again, its economy has changed. Really? It seems that Ambassador Paliano has reaped his few benefits of his own from it. He has been announced as the official ambassador of the newly reunified Godofia. Ah, but what a pity! Even though I behind him, he sent the treasure. You don't seem all that interested. Well, if you don't want them, I can give them to my lovely sister Kay. Wait, that's not what I said. So, Mr. Edgeworth, please let me have them, sir. Actually, come to think of it, where is Kay? How come she's still not here? She's right behind him. Hey, you gotta be more alert than that. I can't believe you didn't notice. I was even mimicking Mr. Edgeworth's voice for a bit. I totally didn't notice you, or realize that voice was you. Lang Z says, ferocious love blooms with each new spring. And suddenly he is you too! Agent Lang, a pleasant surprise to see you here. It's been a long time since I set foot in the courthouse, but I wasn't going to miss watching the guy who screwed up my country finally get what's coming to him. Well, that and something else. I want to see you in action in the court. Is that so, Agent Lang? We flushed out all the counterfeit bills, so Zing-Fa is finally peace again. And it's all thanks to you. So I just want to say, thanks. Wow, never thought I'd see the day old Wolfie says thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. I should be the one thanking you, Agent Lang. If you hadn't negated Mr. Alba's extraterritorial rights, I would not have been able to bring him to trial. I believe the victory belongs to both of us in this case. Yeah. Shared victory, huh? Look, don't get me wrong. I'll still never forgive you, prosecutors. And I have zero interest in that truth thing you talk about in court. I've always done things my own way, and that's not about to change. You got that? I see. Well, I believe you should follow your own creed when you do your job. Yeah, if there's ever someone your precious truth can't catch, feel free to sit around and cry about it all you want. But as for me, I'm going to get that person no matter what. Alright. It's about time for the trial to start. I'll see you later. I'll be watching your performance in the gallery. I'm looking forward to this. I better hold on ticker tape for today's victory, sir. I'll help throw someone around when Mr. Edgeworth wins. Hope you got enough, because I'm going to go call my men up as well. Modest amount of ticker tape goes a long way. The scene shifts to the courtroom, and the final act of this long tale begins. The legend of the great thief Yotokarasu. It's the story of those who choose to dedicate their lives to pursue the truth. Automatic text. Prosecutors are those who seek a guilty verdict for the defendants they meet. And to that end, you have no choice but to win by any means necessary. That career was forced on me since I was very young. However, I no longer think that is all we prosecutors are. And that is because... he's by himself. Even though I've only been away from the courtroom for a short time, I feel as though it's been a lifetime since I set foot in one. Today, more than any other day, I feel the fight within me rising.
Objection!
And that's it. That is all for the first game. Edgeworth tied up. I really missed Edgeworth's step for the other day. Thanks to him, I'm still free to serve in the friendly blue skies. Oh, so about my suitcases, I've been selling them on the internet, and they've become a real sensation. Oh, really? Thanks to the praise the art world has lavished on my work as being truly postmodern. The airline has chosen me to design their new line of jumbo jets. Uh-oh. Just like somebody be able to take a ride in my pink-walled, yellow-seated jet. Eee, that's... I would never want to step foot in that. Ugh. Edgeworth, the rudeness of a rude man. Because of him, my time and money is wasted. But more importantly, I've received the most fantastic treasure recently. Proud statue of Principality of Godopia. It weighs a bit light on my hands, but in the ambassador, I was most generous. It's probably the other one. I called Agent Hicks killer, and I was able to witness Mr. Albus tear the eyes. It feels good to finally bring everything to a close. I received another offer from Interpol to work another case in cooperation with them. However, the Cordovian quotes a rate. Cordovia's air is supposed to be very fresh, so my whip should find new vigor there. I had fun with the game. Some cases could, of course, probably could have been a bit better, but it was alright. It was okay for what it was. This little patrolman has been fired up since the day, sir! No surprise there. I thought it was safe since we found the gun I had dropped. But I hadn't noticed that I dropped my police badge, too! I guess what really broke the camel's back was that I couldn't find my badge. Well, I was still tripped into a dark black hole, sir! I think I'll go to the courthouse and file a complaint with Waffles Man. Lodging a complaint against Edgeworth. That won't backfire on you. I guess Emma's next. I was actually hoping to talk Mr. Edgeworth a bit more than I did. But I've got to get going and return to Europe. I've still got a long way to go and a lot of stuff to study there. Next time I help Mr. Edgeworth on a case, I'm going to do as a real forensic scientist. I'm sure he's going to need all the help I can give him, scientifically. Dun, dun. Oh, Arc Substance Works helps on this. That's interesting. Okay, so Pops is next. Because the kidnapping was staged, I was let off easy. Well, I won't be going outside much anytime soon, but that's really okay. When in prison, I'm forever trapped in this cage of love. The guard down at the detention center, well, when he's on guard duty, he has such a cold look in his eyes, just like that prosecutor. No, stop it, Lauren. When we ever learn to stop being a prisoner of love? How's that candy pop not finished yet? Oh, I guess Gumshoe's next. Oh no, it's the judge. Okay. It appears there is all sorts of drama that takes place outside the courtroom. Those three judges are here day in and day out. I've only heard a few rumors, but Apparently, Mr. Edgeworth teamed up with a thief and became a detective. Maybe I should team up with a bailiff and try and become a lawyer or something. I wouldn't suggest that, Your Honor. Now it's Gumshoe. With Maggie, probably. Whew! Barely escaped death yet again. Yeah, but boy, were we lucky to have Mr. Edgeworth help us out, huh? Yeah, but because I lost the key, I got fired from my security guard job. Don't let you down, Maggie. You still got me. You're right, sir. I won't be sad. I'm going to pick myself up and get through this. I wonder what my next job should be. Oh, this is actually kind of fun. Okay, Poliano. Wanna come to Kotofia for your summer vacation? We have coupons aplenty. Right now, our embassy is proud to present our Let's Investigate a Murder show. Although recreating that particular case has created a few small fires on its own. Then we had a few problems with the fire marshals, but the next one will be great. There'll be an attraction titled Capture the Yatagarasu. Of course, I hope to in this case help in creating our latest attraction. Okay, Larry's next. I can't believe that Mindy ditched me and went to Japan. Of course. But it's okay, because that's how I met Miharu. We're planning to go to Paris soon, start a business. We're going to sell blue ocean dogs. They'll sell like hot-cake hot dogs for sure. A blue hot dog and a blue bun. I guarantee you'll turn your tongue and your face blue. I'm not really the type to work a lot or at all, but oh, so I noticed I really haven't seen the guy in the blue suit at all recently. What was up? Well, next time we meet, I'm gonna make him meet one of my dogs. I just love the running gag. Like, we don't refer to Phoenix right by name. We just call him that man. Okay, so Bad's next. Or K. Bad. I gave testimony in court today as a member of the Yatagarasu. Yo, Mr. Bad, you look well, all things considered. By the way, have you noticed the elements from the ring have begun moving? I'm probably fighting over who should succeed, over who should be the next boss. Although, to be honest, I wish I could forget I'd ever heard of that smuggling ring. Lang Z says, thoroughly bite the poisonous snake from head to tail. No one wins a foul in the law and escapes those wolf's fangs. I'll get you all yet. Huh, youth. When did I become so old, I wonder? I think I'm noticing the gray hairs in my beard more. I think I'm retiring my mirror. Okay, so Wendy Oldbag. I was to be princess of the Pink Badger. Oh, in the span of 2 days. Talk about busy. But it's alright, because I got a letter from my beloved Edgy Poo. Please take care of your hip, and when you wish to speak, first take off your headpiece. What do you mean by the last statement? It's like I enjoy being under a headpiece every time I see him. I don't ever want to think you're super again. And there goes the rant. Bum bum. And here's the epilogue. Whoop! I feel so much better now that the trial's over. And as always, your legal prowess was top-notch, sir. Yeah, nothing beat the look of Mr. Alba's face when you revealed the ring's secrets. I was amazed. It's like a totally different person when you step into a courtroom. Miss Edgeworth is always 10 times fiercer in court. Based on the information Mr. Alba offered up, they begun large-scale operations to clean up the rest of the ring, which I'm happy to leave to Francisca and Agent Lang. What are your plans now, Kay? Huh? Oh, well, we're taking care of the creep who killed my father, so I'm not sure. Hey, I know. I'll just keep on being Mr. Edgeworth's assistant. Are you still trying to steal my job, pal? Just kidding, just kidding. I can't steal something so important to you, Gummy. Yeah, what a relief. Okay. Yes? Even after all that's happened, are you still planning to become a great thief? Of course! But I don't want to tarnish the legend of the noble Yatakarase. So I'm going to hold off on doing anything until I until I make a tight 3-person team of my own. 3-person team? A 3-person team of young beauties the same age as me, if possible. With those criteria, I highly doubt you'll find 2 other people you need. I highly doubt you'll find the 2 other people you need. My father chose to fight for the truth. And I think that was what's so noble about him. So you see, Mr. Edgeworth, the only things I will ever steal are the truths that have been hidden away. I'm going to work extra hard to make a world where the Yatagarasu isn't needed. Let's both strive for such a future. Well, I guess it's time for me to get going. I see. Okay, keep your chin out. Stay strong, okay? And don't be a stranger. Don't worry, I'll be back. I'll be sure to break the lock on the window, sneak in. If you could, I'd appreciate it if you came in through the door for the building's front door. Yeah, it's okay, Mr. Edgeworth. The lock on my window at home has been broken for forever. Oh, one last thing before I go. Take a group picture, just 3 of us. Yeah, commemorative photo. Every big case has to end with one. Ugh. No. Hey, why not? Don't tell me you camera shot, Mr. Edgeworth. No, of course not, detective. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm taking the picture now. He's doing it. Hey, come back here. Mr. Edgeworth, we can't run away from this, sir. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Stop that. I can't be seen doing that. I will cut your salary again. I'm totally taking it now. Say cheese. And thus, the long tale of the KG-8 incident came to a close. It saw the demise of a smuggling ring, the birth of a little great thief. But there is little time to rest and relax. For I'm eager to tackle the investigation into a new case. The reason for my eagerness is my want to pursue the truth, and I want to believe in in the strength of those who use the power of the law for good. As someone who has chosen to live my life as a prosecutor, that is my new creed. Hey, picture. He absolutely sent Gumps to the dry cleaning bill. That was fun. Nice little end. All right, that's it for case 1. Game 1 actually. That's it for game 1, and now we have new stuff in the gallery. Let's check it out. So the photo album and character compendium now half complete, and I've done nearly 50% of the accolades, so a couple I missed I gotta go back to do at some point, not that one. That one I need to do at some point. Oh, that one too. Fond Mary's attack. So, for example, the signpost on the left-hand side of the spectator area. Okay. So, I'll keep that in mind. A Windows education. For pressing every single one of Useless's statement and forcing him to correct them all. I can't wait for that. Alright. Let's see how many. We have a whole page for case 5. Okay, so, building on fire. Stage show. Close on the stage show. Kay seeing a person. Manny Koshin dead. Damas II dead. Larry trying to get into a chimney. picture. Yatagarasu. Fake Yatagarasu. Piccolo picture. That's Kirkus. There's Larry. Cochin. Trio. Oh no! Yay! Oh! Yay! 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 Ah. Oh, no, not a whole page, but hey, close enough. So then, what about so then character compendium? Who's new here? Oh, all the main characters are here now. Let's see what we have. Edgeworth has 64 sprites. Of course, that makes sense because he's one of the walkable characters. So he has walking animations, running animations, standing animations, point, little thing, crossing his arms, pointing again, bowing, little forehead thing. Oh! What? Yeah! Oh! 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 Oh, wait, he gets up. What's the time? Oh. Is that late? I miss Wright, Kay. I miss him a lot. I'll be back. Oh. What is this? Briefcase. Oh, what the? Tied up. Ugh, not again. Hello? Yes? Wrong number. Kneeling. Ugh. Here you go. I'm letting this on fire now. Just sipping my tea on this invisible chair. I need to pay attention to it. That's it. Oh, right, his computation sprites. Oh! Point. Yep. Only 15? I would have thought you had more than that, honestly. Okay, so Gumshoe. Just like the others, he... How come this is all of his... Okay. His own point. What? Ah? I'm angry. Oh. I've fallen over. Oh. Yeah, it's him on the phone. He's pushing something. And I don't remember what he's doing there. What the hell? What the heck is going on here? What does it look like in the original? Only 10. Franziska only has 20. Whip. Crossing. That's her holding her hand out. Preparing to throw the whip. Bowing. Well, it gets more curtsy, actually. And that's it. Yep. Okay, K's... Oh, whoa, no. Whoops, K's up next. For 35. That's her own point. Standing in the wind. Interesting. Oh, no! I did not mean to do that. Celebration! Ooh! No! Aw. Looking around. Idea! Hey! Hey! Pulling something out from a bag. Little thief. Beep, beep, beep. Those are all separate sprites, huh? Camera click. So we're preparing to fight. Whoa! Says Cribbit. That's Edgeworth's Cribbit. She has 12 sprites in the competition. Then Lang's next with 20. So he only ever walks. He doesn't run. It's just standing there, angry. Come on, give me something else. Snap. Ha ha. Here's this. That's when him and Edgeworth exchanged business cards. Now I understand. And 10 confrontation sprites. Of course, he always shares one with Sheena. Only 12, huh? I would have thought she had more than that, to be honest. She's literally nothing. The last one's literally just holding the knife in the flashback scene. I love it. Oh, nonchalant. She keeps a straight face during that. Alright, cameraman. Just both the reporter and cameraman just have a single thing. Matt's the second only has 2. That's it. The embassy staff have pretty much standings and walkings. That's about it. And that's the same for the embassy guards. You shall not pass. They just stand there. Missile! Yeah! Yeah! It doesn't love missile. Oh wow, there's a lot of these I didn't check. Punching. Hurrah! Larry busts the Steel Samurai. Yes. Pink Princess does not have any. And then you have Wendy Oldbag as Pink Princess. The fencing thing is cut off. They have the true self of Curtis Alba. That's his breakdown. And then that's about it for everyone else. So yeah, it's very nice, very interesting, and all that. So next will be Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit. You know what? I think when I upload VODs of these, I think I want to try to keep both games separate. So I'm probably actually gonna do this too. So I'm probably actually gonna save this for another day. So I guess that's the end of the stream then. So I hope you all enjoyed the stream at least. I will be back at some point in the future to do game 2 later on. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more streams like this, of course, then be sure to follow and turn on the notification bell so you know when new streams are running. And if you want to also follow my YouTube channel, I have new videos coming up tomorrow. So you look forward to that. And I'll see you all next time I stream. Goodbye.